In this episode, we're going to talk about the Raspberry Dessert Quilt, which is a really fun quilt to put together, and it's the perfect opportunity to use something that I tend to hoard in my fabric stash, and that's gradated fabrics. Gradated fabrics are fabrics that change from one color to another, all within the 42-inch width of the fabric. Or it could go from a light to a dark of the same color. They come in a couple different styles, and it's a lot of fun to play with them. Now, this particular quilt pattern calls for 4 different fabrics, and they were in a monochromatic kind of color family. So it was 4 different shades of a similar color. And I looked at that and thought that's exactly the perfect opportunity to use gradated fabrics because they have that variation all in one piece. So I selected one gradated fabric, and then I also selected one solid that would be what kind of creates the border, making a little zigzag pattern through the quilt. So it's 2 pieces of fabric make this entire quilt. Another example of a place where we've used 2 different types of fabrics in one quilt is the quilt behind me. That's called a 2-fabric bargello. And again, the yellows to blues and greens that you see, that's just one piece of gradated fabric, and it's all about the placement within the quilt. And then you've got that cool bubble print that goes between it too.